Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday evening service at First United Spiritualist Church. My name is Raphael, and I'll be your host for tonight. I am so glad to welcome again Rickie Avitan to be the speaker for our Sunday service. Rickie is a dear friend of mine. She's a healer, she's a mother, she's a retired nurse. She's a hypnotherapist. She is a trance medium. She is the other type of mediumship. She's an avid learner, and I don't know when she will stop her exploration. Right now, she's exploring the world of spirit, and we are glad that she is doing that. She is brave in exploration, and she's now teaching what she has learned. And when she comes, she always take a topic, and it's always interesting and full of insights. And she also carries great energy. I found healing energy often. So I thank you for that. I hope you will enjoy her service tonight. She will do the opening prayer. So we'll do that. And she has a song. I don't know if you want to play the song first or after. Okay. Rickie, do you want to play the song first or after?
Why don't we play the song first?
Okay. All right. So I invite everybody to mute themselves first, and I'll do the same.
So, hi, everybody. Thank you very much, Raphael, for an introduction. And it's like, it's only I, without all or any of the titles. It's just I with you, my soul with your soul tonight. So I'd like to open with a song, The Circle of Life. So let us be successful with this.
You're right on the planet, and blinking, step into the sun. There's more to seek than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on a heaven mighty in the circle of life.
It was successful. So today, as we are leading into Remembrance Day, I'd like us to light a candle. I'd like us to light the candles for all those who have left us. I'd like us to light this candle to remember the way and the path that they have paved for us, to remember them always through this light that is uniting their souls with our souls, through this light that they have paved the land that we stand on, through the sacrifices that they have made for us to have a better life, through the ages and all the wars that have been, those we know and those we don't know. May this candle light the light. May this candle connect us together tonight with them, so we remember them. We remember them in our hearts, in our souls. We remember them through the stories that they have left behind, and those stories that mark history in our lives. So we remember them. May this light light their path and wherever they are. Thank you. I'm going to leave this here now. So let us close our eyes and open our inner eye and open our heart as we reach out and pray to Father God, the creator of all creation, the one that hears our breath, breath by breath, the one that hears our heartbeat, the pulse, the vibration of our life. Dear Father God, today, as we're remembering those who left, those who have paved the way for us, may their light, may their life, in their journey beyond the veil, be of light to you, dear Father God, and to all of us here. And as we gather together today to commune in this virtual Zoom, to commune with my soul to your soul, with our soul to the soul of God. And may this service be an opening of all the gates, of the obstacles that holding us back. Those obstacles that separate us from self, from others, and from the Creator. May today be the day that these obstacles will be removed and eradicated from our minds, from our heart, from our souls. Dear Father God, today may be the day that the American people will be safe, that the creatures in the ocean will be free, that the forest will thrive, and all humanity will be together in peace, in harmony, with love. May this service be left in your loving care. So today I wanted to bring for us the principle, the fourth principle. As we know, we have the 7 principles that we follow.
Do you want to recap? Because usually we say the 7 principles before we start.
Yes.
Okay, so the 7 principles: the fatherhood of God, the brotherhood of man, the communion of spirit, and the ministry of angel, the continuous existence of the human soul, personal responsibility for every soul, as well as compensation and retribution for all deeds here and in the afterlife. And then finally, eternal progress is open to every human soul. Those are the 7 principles of spiritualism followed worldwide. And our church embraces a quote, again given to us by Silver Birch: "Our allegiance is not to a creed, not to a book, but to the great spirit of life and its eternal natural laws." So with this, I give you Rickie, so send her love and light.
Thank you very much, Raphael. Thank you. So today I would like to bring forward the principle, the continuous existence of the human soul. And as I said in my last time meeting, that I would like to explore a principle. So today I was inspired to speak about the existence of the human soul, the continuous existence. In considering the idea of continuous existence, the starting point on this journey of exploration and understanding is an appreciation that there is a divine life force which created mankind and which sustains and maintains it, Man is an integral part of this divine life force, and it is impossible to consider this force never having been in existence, as it is so to consider its ever ceasing to exist. It is because of its nature continues. If God is continuous and mankind is inseparable part of God, then man can do nothing other than accept the idea that human life is also continuous. As we know, evidence of survival has been demonstrated over many, many years, making the case of continuous existence. And this evidence has confirmed that the soul retains its consciousness, intellect, character, and personality after the death of the physical body. It also been possible through spirit communication to receive information that validates personal attributes and distinguishing characteristics. The aspects of personality which define each of us as an individual, emotions, memories, hopes, ambition, love, fears, sense of humor, and so forth. These all remain an integral part of us after we move on. If we are to accept that life continues to exist, then we must establish what it is continues to exist. I'm going to repeat this sentence. If we are to accept that life continues to exist, then we must establish what it is that continues to exist. The soul and spirit are considered to be one and the same. That is the immortal spiritual component of a living being. It is this element that survives separation from the earthly body. The immortal spiritual component, that it is soul, spirit, encompasses the development and evolution that has been attained thus far. Each of us is born as a spirit of love and purity, and as a conscious being. I'm going to repeat this sentence. Each one of us is born as a spirit of love, innocence, and purity, and as a conscious being. Through our experiences of human life, we develop the character and personality traits that define us. It is this consciousness that we take with us after transition, and these distinguishing aspects and feature of the self that we convey through spirit communication. It matters not how someone has been judged by mankind, or how he has judged himself, for everyone has within him that infinite spark of divinity, that element of God which expresses its true spiritual self. Spiritual evolution is there. We cannot halt it. We may resist it for a long period of time, but eventually the motivation to move forward will rise. Whether prompted from within or from external pressure, there is inevitability about progression in time, and it may be a long time in earthly terms. Every person will see the light. Every person will see the light and know that he wants to move towards it and into it. There is never compulsion, just loving encouragement. Nothing in the universe remains permanently static. and God ensures that everything moves on. And so this is from the book, The Philosophy of Spiritualism by the SNUI. I wanted to play a song after this, but we will skip the song for now. So I'd like us to begin the talk of today by exploring what is actually the origin of our soul. So I went and I Googled and I went to dictionary and I found in a really quick search 32 different definitions of soul. I'm not going to bore you with the definition of soul. And if I would have continued to search, I'm sure that I would have found infinite definition of soul. But my question is for you is, what or where and what define a soul for you? So as we move through this talk of tonight, I'd like you to put in your mind, what define your soul? As in all the definitions in search, that one of them I'm just going to say, it's from the origin of English. A soul means immortal, principal man. So feeling, a thought, action in man regarded a distinct entity, separate from body and commonly held by existence from the body, which continues afterwards, after the death of the body. So how do you define your soul? Each and every one of us, how do we define our soul? And the formation of the soul, where did it all begin? When my body decays and moves on, as we know, through research and studies and investigation, the soul continues to live. So I have here a glass of water, and I'm going to pour this water. Simple water. The water, if we're going to invest energy, it's going to be ice, gas, evaporate, but the water did not change its nature. But the origin of the water came from H2O, a bit of chemistry. Don't worry, it's not a chemistry lesson. Just stay with me. Oxygen plus 2 hydrogen brought this water together. No matter how you're going to change the form of this water, the water will remain the same. Its nature is to be water. So I can boil it, I can freeze it, I can change its form, I can evaporate it, and you can't see the water, but the water nature, it's water. And it's always going to do what it's said to do. It will not lose its nature. When I have a little bit of salt in here, and I'm going to put some salt, if I'll take a grain of salt, how did the salt came about? 2 molecules, NaCl, natrium chloride. Put them together and it became salt. Nature of salt is as such. So we have all sorts of salt, Himalayan salt and this salt and that salt, but salt, nature is salt. The same as the water. I can put lemon juice and I can put cranberry juice and I can put all kind of colors into the water, but its nature will remain the same. And so I went along for a nice, beautiful walk, and I collected different leaves. And different leaves that came, I've got this original green leaf from the tree, and then it moves on with transition. It became yellow and a bit more yellowish, and then it became a little bit reddish, a little bit, and then it became brownish, and then it became a bit of a disintegrated, and then it decayed. And when this leaf decay, it will disintegrate into its original elements back into nature. back into nature. So as I continue to move on with this contemplation of thinking about what is your true nature. So the first question I pose for you today is, how do you define your soul? And the second question I'm going to pose for you today is, what is your true nature? Your true nature, unchangeable nature. So put that question in the back of your mind. And I hope that at the end of our talk, we will be able to come to some conclusion together. And then as I'm moving on, I have a little mirror here. And you're thinking, what is she doing bringing all this stuff? What's going on? I have a mirror. When you look at this mirror, you would see your face. But you forget or neglect to realize that the mirror, the screen, exists. So as you look through the mirror, you would see a face. Whichever screen you're going to look through, you would see a scenery. Using your 5 senses, I see, I hear, I smell, I taste, all of those, you would see your face or whatever it is that's reflecting on the mirror. Well, we cannot neglect to realize that the mirror is there. You see what's beyond the mirror, which might be your face at that moment. But we do not neglect to know that this mirror, this glass exists. This glass exists. So as we are moving and talking about all of these elements that I put in here, I was a nurse. I retired last year. And so I wake up in the morning and I put these clothes of nursing and then I go to work and I stepped into another role. And I come home and I would take this nursing uniform off and I stepped off this role. So what happened to Rickie when she was in this role of nursing? Who was she? In that role, but was it really who I truly am in my nature? So how do we shift from being unaware to aware? Where is that point of transition when the water become water, when those two molecules become water? The salt, NaCl, became salt. The leaf became a leaf. So if we're going into our own topic of today, where is my soul? How do I become aware of my soul? And I was sitting in many days of contemplation. And just before this sitting, just before coming to the Zoom tonight, I sat and I said, please let me be your voice. And Spirit have showed me literally the expansion of my energy. And I asked, is this my soul? As I'm looking for my soul in my body, where is it? I can't find it. Any of you look for their soul. It is not a place. It is not a locality. I do not need to go to the mountain to find my soul. Literally, when I sat in the silence, in the stillness, and I asked my spirit friends, show me. And in an instant, there was this expansion of my soul to tell me it is here. It is that energy that is within. And that is my experience, Rickie experience, not necessarily your experience. But what I know is that a soul exists within each and every one of you. It is not part of you, it is you. We have separated ourselves from our soul existence by the busyness of our life, by doing all those things that are important in our life. But we see what's beyond the mirror. We stop seeing the mirror. We're seeing beyond the screen. We stopped seeing the screen. We drink the water. We stop realizing the nature of the water, where it came from. I don't mean to confuse you. I hope you are all still with me. So, connecting to soul, simple prayer, a very simple, sincere prayer. That simple shift of my awareness to the knowing that the soul is infinite, and the infinite soul existing within this finite physical body. But as I move and I expand, this infinite soul that is connected to the Creator reveal itself. I was doing a trance demonstration, I think a week ago, and as I'm doing trance, while my spirit speaking, I heard my son's voice. I literally heard his voice. My son doesn't live in my house. He lives 15 kilometers away from me. What happened at that moment? When I came out of trance, I asked, is my son on here on the screen? And yes, and the next day it was verified that those exact words were said by him. Mom, this is crazy. And I heard it loud. What happened at that moment? The soul, my consciousness have expanded beyond this finite body. The infinite is expanded beyond boundaries, beyond the limitation of the mind and the body, beyond the limitation of the five senses. It's expanded. It's expanded beyond, and I was able to hear his voice. So as we are sitting in stillness and in prayer and shifting our awareness, and that's all we need to do is shift our awareness. There is nothing to find but literally say, I am. When you go about your day and there's challenges in the day, sit one breath and tell yourself, I am. No other labeling. We have enough labels and conditioning. We have so many labels. I am a nurse, I am a medium, I'm a police officer, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm this, I'm that, and so on. And the conditioning of our life. But when you pray, you sit in the stillness and you tell yourself, I am. I am. I am that is here. I am. I am the true nature, everlasting soul that exists here in the now, in the I am, without any further addition, sentences or words to that knowing. It is a knowing that is within you that I am. It is that knowing, that shifting in your awareness, that you can get into that with prayers, a sincere prayer, a meditation, sitting in the silence, sitting in stillness, that will help to shift and to raise that awareness. I am, so you know that you are, so you shift to inner being. Meditate. The soul does not decay. The body does. The soul does not die. It's ageless. It is timeless. The body does. We are spiritual beings beyond time, beyond space, beyond distance. We are not the sum, the totality of our experiences. We are the experience. We are not this totality of our experiences, but we are that experience. So I would like to conclude with this understanding: the spirit is superior to matter. Spirit is superior to matter. And when you know that you are one with God, that you know that you are connected to the Creator, when you know that the soul is yearning, is wanting, is willing, is wishing to be one with God, when that soul wants to reveal itself to you, to itself, to be connected to the Creator. So I'm going to leave you with the ideas, and hopefully some ideas of how to be one, how to be one with self, and how to be one with the Creator. When you tell yourself, I don't believe, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, I don't know how to do it, you denying yourself. You denying yourself from your own spirit. You denying God. So every time you tell yourself, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, I am not sure what's going on, tell yourself, I am. I am. And that's all that needs to be said. I am. So I will thank you for listening, and I will give the floor back to Raphael.
Thank you, Rickie. So I was actually present when you did your demonstration, and Spirit came through. And what I remember that stuck with me is, he said that basically those times are challenging times, and before any light, there is chaos and transition. And those difficult times are not like the previous time. And then possibly because there's real change at the end, real light at the end of the tunnel. But we need to be strong. And it's not a time for idle pursuit. It's a time for soul awakening. That's what he said. Man needs to remember they are soul before matter. And it is a time for that. Now, many people have no idea they have a soul, don't even believe or understand what that is. But if we as spiritualists can dive into this principle and find out the experience of having a soul and what it can do for us, I think we can be way showers in the time to come. Because there's no center in God without a soul. That's my experience. All right, so for the announcement, I'm gonna post in the chat. As always, we always asking for donation. I think compared to last year, we are losing $7,000 year to date compared to a surplus last year. So it's going fast, and maybe within 6 months we're down to zero. We don't know, but we're doing not so bad for a church that is completely closed right now. So we still encourage the donation. If you can give $5, even $3. There's a link that is posted on the chat, and so it's online, firstunitedspirit.ca, or it's by Interact e-transfer if you're in Canada, fusc@show.ca. So exciting months. Last month we had our first virtual, via Zoom psychic fair. It was a huge success. We had so many people turn out. I think we raised $1,000 for the church, which is really good. And so we are doing it again on the 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's a Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, via Zoom. It will be posted on our website and on Facebook. And then before that, we have our night Greetings from Spirit. This month is going to be with Cheryl Brewsters, but it's to be confirmed. Tomorrow is our general business meeting. If you want to know what's going on, you can join at 7:30 p.m. It's via Zoom. Make sure you click on the link from the calendar. It's slightly different from services. On Tuesday, evening service will be with Manilai. She's lovely. And so is Parnit Virdi, which is doing the development circle at 8:30 p.m. Remembrance Day, it's on Wednesday. Thank you, Rickie, for your opening prayer. I thought that was really important. You know, people have given so much to allow, just democracy or women's rights or all kinds of things that we take for granted now. So it was a beautiful prayer. Thank you for that. And then Thursday is a Divine Love Prayer Circle. And next Sunday morning, we have British medium Ellen Somerville, which is doing the Sunday morning service. She's a beautiful medium and speaker. And in the evening, we have Deborah White at 7:30 p.m. So that's it for the announcement. And we're back with Rickie for the meditation. Thank you, Rickie.
Thank you. Thank you, Raphael. Announcements are important and donations are important, and all of it is the togetherness that keeps us together. As the second principle, the brotherhood of men, the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of men, that community that keeps us together. So let us close our eyes and take a few moments take a nice deep breath in and relax. And one more deep breath in from the top of your head to the tip of your toes and relax. Let us visualize that there is a beautiful fluffy cloud in front of you. And it is your choice if you want to step into the cloud and allow the cloud to begin to float, or just sit there in the cloud and in a standstill. Your choice. And as this cloud begin to float, or staying still, allowing yourself for a few moments to release yourself from the physical body for a few moments, as there is only that energy. Expand your consciousness and connect to the divine spark within you. As this cloud continues to float further and further away, you begin to be aware of the infinite within you, the I am within. And that is your soul who yearn to connect to God's soul. And as you continue to float, feeling joyous, bountiful, no boundaries, just is your true nature, which is love, which is compassion, which is kindness, which is eternal and everlasting. And as you continue to float away, put a thought in your mind to those who need healing, to those who transition, to those who have left. Send them love. Wish them well. And in your mind's eye, repeat to yourself, I am. I am. I am. And slowly you begin to make the journey back, remembering your infinite self, that infinite that connect to God. And slowly coming back to the here and now. And open your eyes when you're ready. Remember when you want to go back into this fluffy cloud. Is everybody's back? All right. Those who behind the camera, I'm wondering if you guys can step back, can step forward, I mean, as we're shifting our energy. Are we moving to mediumship now, Raphael?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Oh. We need to shift the energy and raise the energy up. If you were here, all of us, we would say just let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. And I'm very much aware, Jazz, may I come to you? I'm very much aware as I was in meditation that your hubby came in. Jazz, may I come to you, please? My vibration is very, very high. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You shifted. I don't know where you are now. There you are. So I'm very much aware that your husband is here and he's telling me I crossed over and I survived. I crossed over and I survived. And he keeps repeating in my ear very loudly that I'm hearing him. I crossed over and I survived. Iqbal, my name. I crossed over and I survived. That's all he keeps telling me. So we know what have happened, but he is going to come back and tell you what have happened in details. He's not going to talk to you right now about what had happened in the details, but in no time you will find out exactly what had happened. But all I want to tell you, it was my time. It was my time. And he wants you to go on with planning your son's wedding. He says, don't you think not to plan that wedding because you know it will make me unhappy. I want you to keep planning my son's wedding and you rest assured that I will be there. Now he's talking about anniversary. Would you understand anniversary with him, please?
Yeah, my son's anniversary was when he died.
Your son's
It was my
anniversary?
son's, first anniversary when he died.
His first anniversary where he died. Okay. So he just wants to bring this as a memory, but I'm aware that this passing was very, very recent. And that's all he's telling me here. He is well. I crossed and I am well, and I will come to you, and we will continue to commune together, he's saying. I have not left, even if you think that I did. Okay, but he wants you, he very much wants you. He's saying that you're not looking after your heart, and he wants you very much to begin to look after your heart. He says, I left, he says, and I want you to keep on moving and living for a very long time. I don't want you to neglect that part of you, which is your heart. And he's very much taking my attention into your heart. And I know, and of course, there is this heaviness of your heart right now. Of course, this is Rickie speaking now with a full understanding, but this is your husband who is telling us here, I want you to take care of your heart. And he's not talking about the physical heart, he's talking about the emotional heart. He says, keep communicating with this woman here, myself, and we will work this through, he's saying. We will work this through. He says, don't worry about the paperwork. The paperwork will be settled. Would you understand that he's talking about the paperwork, please?
What is it? Paper. Oh, okay. Okay.
Paperwork. Yeah,
Okay.
you understand the paperwork he's talking about.
Yeah.
So he's saying, don't put too much efforts into it. It's all going to settle down. There is one specific document that is drawing my attention to, this one specific document that you might have a little bit of a challenge there. And he says, get your son to help you. Get my Gary to help you, he's saying. Get my Gary to help you with this one specific document. I don't know what kind of document is this. Would you understand this one specific document that he wants to talk about, please?
Okay.
Would you understand?
I'm just guessing.
Okay, wonderful. Because he's not telling me, but he wants to draw our attention to one document. When you're going to go to all this document of finalization, he wants to bring your attention to one document. And he wants to take my attention to the document of the wedding. And he's opening up this document of the wedding. I don't know if you have document of the wedding, but he's opening up this document of wedding, and he's saying, I will always be married to you.
Oh.
I will always be married to you, my sweetheart. I will always be married to you. And I'm putting over you my wings of love. I'm giving you my wings of love, he's saying. So he's really opening up this marriage, like a marriage certificate. Do you have a marriage certificate?
Yeah.
Yes, you do, because he's opening up this marriage certificate and he's saying, I will always be married to you. I am the one and you are the one, and there is nothing that will set us apart. Okay. He's telling me that you are not sleeping almost at all.
Yeah.
You understand that, please?
Yeah.
You understand? You're not sleeping almost at all, he's saying. And he's saying he's not happy about that. He says, go back to our bed.
Oh, okay.
You're not sleeping in your bed. Yeah?
No.
No. He's saying, go back to our bed. You go back to your bed and you will sleep like a baby. I promise you. He says, don't sleep in the living room anymore. You go back to our bed, please. And cover without blanket. Cover without blanket. He says, just change the cover of the blanket because it still have my smell. That cover of the blanket, change it. You didn't change it yet, he's saying. Am I correct, please?
Yeah, I didn't change it.
No, he's saying, oh no, you need to wash it. He said, it's been already, you have to put it in the laundry, you have to wash it and change the beddings. And I want you to sleep there tonight. I want you to sleep in our bed. No more sleeping in the living room. Please promise me that you will put a beautiful bouquet of flower beside our bed in the bedside. You put a flower there, the fragrance of life, he's saying, because I'm not dead.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So you go now. After we finish, he's saying, oh, he's very bossy, you know. He's so bossy. He's telling me what to tell you. He says, after we finish, he says, you go and you take all the laundry off your bed and you change the beddings and then you go to bed in my bed. He says he wants you to put the blue turquoise duvet cover. Do you have blue turquoise duvet cover?
No, but I was looking at it to buy one.
Ah, okay. You go buy it. This duvet turquoise blue cover. He likes it very much, he's saying. And he says you will sleep very well on that bed because that's what I want you to do. He says you've always been a fighter and you will continue to be a fighter regardless of me not being there. So I'm going to leave him with love for you, with an absolute love. And that marriage certification with both of your signature there, that is always going to be together. And thank you for letting me working with you, Jazz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay in the camera with me. I'm very much aware. I'm very much aware of the do I have time, Raphael?
Yeah, you have time.
Okay, I'm very much aware of the mother who is coming in, and I feel like I want to cough. I have this, I know I'm having shortness of breath myself because I'm just going moo, 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 but I'm very much feeling that I cannot breathe right now. I'm really huffing and puffing, and I know that I'm elderly, and I know that as I was getting older and frail, I'm really huffing and puffing as I'm going up the stairs. I'm having a real struggle with my breath. And I feel that this lady was a medium size, not tall, no, medium size, I think a little bit taller than me. And she moved in probably about the age of 80, 75, 78 to the age of 80. Now, I might be wrong with the age. Would anyone understand a mother in spirit that had a shortness of breath, a very shortness of breath, as she was passing, and she's making me feel that she passed alone at home. She was alone when she took her last breath. Would anyone understand this information, please? Or some of the information? Silence, no one understand? Janet? I can't hear you, my darling.
My mom died of a heart attack.
Okay, would you understand the rest of the description, please? That she passed away alone at home or in the hospital, but I know she passed alone. Would you understand? That is important for her.
My nephew found her.
Okay, so she died alone at home.
Yes.
Yes, because she's very much wanted to. Thank you very much. Now, would you understand the name Margaret or Marilyn with her, please? Marilyn or Mary or like this?
Margaret's my sister.
Margaret is your sister. Wonderful. So we know we are with you because I don't know. I know Janet is you. I don't know Margaret is your sister. So we know that mom is coming for you here. And she's saying, I didn't die alone, you know. I died with the angels.
Yeah, she was very spiritual.
Oh, yes. She says, I did not die alone, you know. Oh, no, I was not alone. They were there. Now, would you understand that your father would have been in spirit world, please, already?
Yeah.
Yes, he says he was there. He says he was not an angel, you know, but he was there as well to receive me.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So and I know as she's coming closer and blending with me more, I feel that I know we are working in this Zoom thing, so we have to capture what we're saying, but I know that the relationship between you and mom were a little bit of ups and downs throughout life, correct?
When I was younger, yeah.
Yes, correct. She's saying we dance together, she said, because she wants to make me feel like I want to dance right now. And she says, we dance together. Yes, we dance together to the dance of life because you very much understood each other, even though when there was a separation, but you very much understood each other wonderfully. It's like she says it was one mind blending together. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, we had an open relationship where we could say anything.
Correct. Now she wants to take me to a garden of roses for some reason. Now, would you understand a garden of roses?
What?
I know it's the voice. A garden of roses. Like I feel like I'm in a garden. There's a beautiful roses. Would you
Oh,
understand?
yeah, in the backyard. She had like
Yeah,
a fountain.
yeah, beautiful roses, and she wants to take me there, and she's just smelling this red roses aroma. She loved those. That was her sanctuary, she's telling me.
She was an artist.
She was an artist. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's see the message that she wants to give us, because I know we don't have a lot of time. And she's saying, I don't have any message. I'm always with you. You know that.
I've always what? I'm sorry.
She's always with you, she says. There is no specific message because she's always with you, and you know that. You feel her, correct?
Yes.
In fact, you felt her in the kitchen the other day, correct?
I what? I'm sorry.
You felt her in the kitchen.
I don't know. She's all over.
But in the kitchen, there was one moment, one very specific moment that you felt Mom, and she was there. And so she's coming in today, not just to say I'm here with love, with love, with love to all of you, not just to you, to everybody here, because this is a lady who loved life. This is a lady who loved people. This is a lady who loved everything. Would you understand that about Mom?
Yeah, she liked people.
Now, I know we are in pandemic. We are in pandemic time. I know that this is Rickie speaking now. But she's coming in here and she's saying, now, would you understand that around, I don't know where you live, but around where you live, there are trails or forests or trails for you to walk?
Prayers for what?
Trails for walking.
Oh, yeah, I go hiking.
Yeah, well, I don't know that, but she does. She does. And she says, yes, I want you to go. I want you to go. Even though there is all these difficulties, she says, I want you to continue to go to those trails because that's where you find you. That's where you recharge. Where are you? That's where you feel completely charged. Your batteries are charged when you go into those. She says, don't stop. Don't stop, continue. Don't stop, continue. Now, you keep jumping around. Do you have brother in spirit, please?
No, I have a brother-in-law, couple brother-in-laws in spirit.
Okay.
My brother's still living.
Okay. Would you understand Albert or Al?
Would I understand what?
Albert or Al? Albert or Al?
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're going to close this communication because I know we 8:30 now, and a lot of love for Mom. And she says, I am with this family here. I am here. We meet every once in a while and we have a conversation. And she's talking about cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
Yes. Would you understand why she talked about cheesecake?
I don't know. I guess she liked it.
You don't know if she liked it or not because she just talked about cheesecake, the cheesecake with strawberries on top of it. So I'm going to leave Mom with you with great love. And I think I lost Raphael for some reason.
No, I'm here.
Where? Oh,
Thank you.
I didn't see you. I think I went into trance or something. Okay, Raphael, it's 8:30.
Yeah. So do you want to do another one or you want to stop?
Up to you, people.
So wave if you want to do another one.
Okay. All right. I am feeling I have a gentleman. I feel I am with a gentleman, and I feel like I want to go and ride a horse. I feel like I'm galloping on a horse, but leisurely. I fell off the horse. I didn't die because I fell off the horse, and it's giving me the age of 27 or the number of 27. And I feel that this gentleman loved horses. There is a connection to horses with this gentleman. And him and horses, but I don't feel that was a cause of his passing. I feel that the cause of his passing would have been his heart, something with his heart, because I'm very much feeling my heart, very much feeling my heart. Would anyone understand any connection of a gentleman to horses?
Possibly.
No, no, possibly. We don't take possibly. Which possibly, please? Where are you, my darling?
Allie,
Where?
Allie,
Oh, Ali.
more of a cowboy, but I don't think he went on many horses.
Oh, that's, and Lori, you understand too. Okay, we'll try to separate. Now I want to take with this gentleman a ring. There is a connection with the ring with this gentleman, a very special. Lori, you understand the connection with the ring, please, because you're nodding. How about you, Ali? You don't understand. Yeah, I'm very much feeling. Thank you, Ali, for stepping forward. I'm very much feeling with Lori. Now, Lori, which part would you understand? Would you understand this gentleman riding on a horses, the connection with horses?
Yep.
Okay. Would you understand? He did not. He did fell off the horse, and I feel like something happened to his leg, but he did not die because of a horse. He died, and I feel there is some condition with his chest. Because I'm feeling very much, my lungs are filling up with fluids. Now, would you understand this about this gentleman? I don't quite understand the relationship between you and him at this moment.
He didn't die at 27, right?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, what?
Yeah. I know the relationship. That was my uncle.
Okay, because well, don't tell me. Good thing.
Oh, sorry.
Because no, he didn't. He just gave me the age of 27. It may be when he fell, because I felt fall at that time, but that was not the cause of his death. Now, this is your brother, your brother, please.
No.
On your father's side.
Yeah.
Okay. Medium should never ask questions. All right. As I'm asking just to blend better with our energies together, as we expand our energies, we do not live in our body. This is part of our talk for today. So I'm feeling about him. He wasn't a very tall man. Would you understand that? And I feel a little bit of a bald head with him. Not too much, a little bit his hair thinning. A beautiful gentleman with a great, beautiful smile and a beer belly. Oops, I shouldn't say that. Would you understand that he had a little bit of a belly, and when he laughed, it would just go like this, ruddily around a little bit. Yes, but an absolute wonderful gentleman to be around, with a wonderful personality. Now, I'm hearing the name Sam or Simon, Sam or Simon or Sam or something like this. Would you understand connection with him? Not necessarily his name, but there is a Sam, like Uncle Sam, or would you understand that, Lori?
No.
All right, leave that alone. He keeps telling me, Jonathan. Anyway, I'm not getting it. I'm pressure with time, and I don't like that. Okay, sweetheart. Now, would you understand that this gentleman left a wife behind, please?
Yep.
Would you have any connection with her, please?
No, she's since passed.
She passed. Did you have a connection with her, please, when she was in the physical?
Yep.
Okay. Was her name Laura as well?
No. No, her name was Barb.
What? Wait a minute. What are you saying? There was, I may not getting it quite correctly, but he's talking about, I know it was a while back, but he's talking about your relationship with her. Would you understand that, please?
It wasn't anything special. I mean, she was just my aunt, right?
Not in your eyes. But he's talking about your relationship with his wife, and he says that she liked you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You see, this is special. My aunt, I don't know my aunts. I mean, they all passed when I was very young, but she liked you very much. So he wants to talk about this relationship with you and his wife. Yes, that she's saying when you and her got together, her vibration changed. Her vibration changed. It's like she became happy, he's telling us. So you were able, even though you're younger, to influence her, and he wants to thank you for that. He's saying that everything that you do right now in your life is on the ball. He's funny, huh? He's so sweet. He says everything you do is on the ball. You continue to do whatever you're doing. All right. I know you. We have been in class together recently, but he wants to tell you not to be afraid of anything. Do not fear anything, he's saying. I'm really feeling his energy. He says fear will only stop you from progressing.
Mhm.
It is only in the mind. It is not a reality. I was afraid of many things, but I did it anyway. He says, in fact, I was afraid of horses, but I did it anyway. And so he's coming in with this encouragement to you, to tell you, I want you to move on and step into without fear. And you know what he's talking about. So I'm going to leave you with this support and encouragement and upliftment that he wants to come in today to give you, Lauren. Thank you for working with me.
Thank you,
Very
Rickie.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rickie. That was wonderful. And thank you, everybody. We're going to do a closing prayer. So pray with me. Dear beloved God, we pray for more unity and more peace in the USA, but also everywhere in the world who is facing election or maybe unrest. May love prevail. May humanity may be reminded of all the love that is abundant in the universe and all this harmony that is easy to find with an open heart, so that we can repair our world, that we can heal our lands, our forests, and we can find another way to live in harmony with our world and prosper. May we be the brother and sister we were meant to be. May we be your children, humble in our hearts, in the awareness of your presence, and the wells of benediction that is available to us, if only we know how to ask in our soul. We thank you for the bounty that you have created for us, for this beautiful world. We love you dearly. Amen.
Amen.
So everybody, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. And see you next Sunday or next Tuesday, or maybe at the GBM tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you very much for each and every one of you for making this happening. Without you, there will be no gatherings. There will be no proof of survival. There will be no communication. So I thank you so much for being here tonight. And I thank Raphael for chairing tonight. I love you all. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you. Raphael,
Love
do
you
you have
all.
a minute?